The Senate's still refusing to take up any new stimulus legislation as millions of Americans struggle to pay their bills. Yeah, there seems to be enough funds to bail out fossil fuel companies to the tune of $100 billion. I got to tell you, when I started seeing this story develop, it was just like, it's almost takes your breath away. Here's an industry that's on the decline, right? They're in big trouble financially because of the natural market. Nobody put them there.
Right.
The natural market put them there because of bad decisions they made not to move into alternative energy and try to prop up the slagging fossil fuel problem. So now the government comes in just like they did with all those thuggish bankers, you know, when they lost all that money because of pure criminal conduct and greed. This is another story, isn't it? Same story, isn't it?
It is. And the more disgusting part about it now, too, is not just that they're doing it for the fossil fuel industry that failed by its own, decision, but they're doing it at a time when 61% of American families right now are reporting that they can't make ends meet. They can't pay all their bills. We have an eviction crisis that is looming where tens of millions of people could be kicked out of their homes because they haven't been able to pay their rent for the last few months during the pandemic. And we have multiple different bailout bills sitting on Mitch McConnell's desk because Nancy Pelosi, to her credit, and Steve Mnuchin, to his credit, they've been working together. And they both think we have to bail out the American people.
Okay.
And so you've got Trump saying, make it happen. Pelosi saying, make it happen. Mnuchin saying, make it happen. Mitch McConnell says, I'm done. He said, I'm done. I will not pass another piece of stimulus, but
I'll give it to the bank.
Yeah, if you guys need it,
yeah.
The corporate pigs are just getting fatter and they're ready for slaughter.
Okay, but you see, both parties built this monstrosity.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand?
Yeah.
Both parties built this. And both parties, when they built it, knew that so much of the money was going to go back to Wall Street. You know, can you imagine Wall Street making claims for something like this? It was going to go to the arms industry, which also collected money. It was going to go to the fossil fuel industry. But the thing that's so incredible about this is we all know the fossil fuel industry is getting ready to fall off the cliff. So with $100 billion, all we're doing is delaying that fall. We're just making it a longer process, aren't we?
Yeah, and the fossil fuel industry came out a couple weeks ago, and this was a big underreported story again. They announced definitively, we've hit peak oil in the United States. We will never be able to pull out as much oil as we did today. So every day after that, you're getting less and less. So they know they don't have a lifeline. And any one of them, Exxon right now, could have been, if they had done it, the leader in windmills.
So far ahead.
They could be huge profits off that. It's crazy.
So far ahead. There's another part of it that everybody misses this story. We have these thousands of rigs, oil rigs, that are leaking methane.
Yeah.
You understand? They've been abandoned. The company got everything they could. They left. And now they want taxpayers to clean that up. So now that's going to be much more than $100 billion that we've given them for no good reason. No strings attached. We didn't say, here's $100 billion. You need to start closing down some of these rigs that are they're leaking methane. I mean, just tons of methane into the environment. And we said, no problem. You're the your big corporate donors.
Well, and the other side of this too is not only did they get the millions and millions or billions, in this direct bailout, they also received, I think, $32 million in those PPP loans that were supposed to go to small businesses. $32 million went to fossil fuel companies who had also paid $52 million in fines. So they got to basically recoup the cost of their environmental fines by taking money that was meant for mom and pop businesses.
And oh, by the way, the environmental fines, they don't actually pay them.
Right.
Taxpayers end up paying them because they write it off.
Yeah.